Alrighty, we're starting Jade War. But my favorite coffee and donut shop, Revolution. And I'm excited to get into it. Okay, I'm getting deeper into Jade War. Oh my god, so much is happening. Shay got a man. Andon's in Espenia now. Just met a mysterious greenbone out there. Hilo and Wen are expecting. Their grandfather passed away. Barrow is still annoying as ever. My god, stealing Jade from graves and killing the like the grave diggers, or the people at the actual cemeteries. Just killing. There is a lot more lore. There's a lot more world building, and I'm not gonna lie, it is a lot. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. It's tough, but I appreciate it. I think that's what I would have loved even more of in the first book, honestly. But it's nice to have it here too. It's just, trying to wrap my head around it. I guess that it'll just be like the first couple hundred pages to kind of set up and help us get context to this world that we're interacting with. We're also leaving a lot of Janloon. So it's cool to see other people and cultures and societies and see all of them interact. It's cool so far. It's really nice seeing Hilo step up and really embody this pillar role. And it's great to see Shay just continuing to be a great weatherman. And yeah, I'm genuinely excited for what's to come. All right, just finished another 50 pages of Jade War. And I feel like at this point in the last book, in Jade City, I was way more engrossed, way more invested. And maybe this speaks more to me just being more easily distracted. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, it's not even that there's so much going on, but I'm not invested like I was. But let me kind of catch you up, right? So the two pillars, the No Peak clan, we have Hilo, and then from the Mountain clan we have Aitmata, sorry. And they meet formally to kind of enact a truce, right? A peace. We'll see how long this lasts, but essentially this war between these clans has disrupted the way that Janloon, Kekon, makes money, right? They're not, their clan war is interfering with business, and nobody wants that. So they make this truce. They both make concessions, but they both know they despise each other. This is all for show, because they love their country, they love the island of Kekon, but it's like Aitmata really wants to unite the clans, right? She really wants No Peak and Mountain to become one Mountain clan again. She wants to be the pillar, and she goes to Hilo and she's like, hey, I know you don't really want to be pillar. You always wanted to be Horn. You're good at Horn. If we unite, you'll be my Horn. And she tries to sell this to him. It doesn't work. Just like she had tried to sell the weatherman position to Shay at the end of last book. She was like, let's unite. You can be my weatherman. Hilo can be my Horn. Hilo was like, nah, he was not about it. He was like, no. I haven't forgotten what you've done. My brother's dead because of you. And she is pissed as well because Hilo and his men killed, dozens of hers in retribution. So they're never gonna find peace, the two pillars, even if their clans are supposedly peaceful with each other. Crazy. We get a glimpse into Wen and her rat activities, right? As a Stone Eye, she is what's the word I'm looking for? She can smuggle Jade without being perceived. But it's not even that. I think there might have been a part of her that was involved in those kind of activities in the last book, but this book, she's like pregnant. She's like 7 months pregnant where I am. She's showing it's heavy. So we get to see her kind of worm her way in to the upper echelon. Now that she's the wife of the pillar, it doesn't matter if she's a stone eye. I mean, it does, but she wants to make her presence known. She wants to understand what's going on. She wants to use her position to her advantage, right? Maybe she can't be a rat on the streets anymore, but she can find rats, right? She can delegate that work to other people. And she goes to this bathhouse to kind of meet with some of the ladies. This is a bathhouse that's like right on the territory of No Peak Clan and Mountain Clan. So people from both clans are there. People from everywhere are there. And it's kind of like a safe, neutral ground, right? Not a lot of Greenbone warriors go. I mean, it's a public bathhouse. It's all women. There aren't that many female Greenbone warriors, I mean, compared to the men. And how many of them are going to rest at a bathhouse or you know, so she doesn't really have to worry, at least she thinks. And we get to watch her kind of talk with her informants and then use that information to make a plan with Hilo and Shay. We also see Shay take a trip to visit Doru, and she's supposed to end his life. She can't do it. He ends up killing himself, but before he goes, he's like, Shay, the way that you're gonna do this, the way you're gonna win, is if you become allies with Aitmata's successor. If you can somehow find a way, right, to convince her successor's family that 2 clans is better than 1, then you're in, right? You can easily get rid of Aitmata. She doesn't have any heirs. No family by blood, right? She comes from an adoptive family. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see. Andon's also gotten himself into a bit of a sticky situation in Espenia, one that's probably going to require Hilo's help to get him out of. They just have different customs, and he's just really not used to it. He's unaware. So watching him kind of go through that and fall into new routines or maybe get out of them, we'll see. I love reading about Hilo and Wen. It's so cute. Like, Wen is everything, bro. Like, everything. And Hilo, I'm really liking the way that Fonda, like, incorporates these little sex scenes. Like this isn't really smut, but it's enough, right? It's like, it's more than Brandon Sanderson does. It's more than Pierce Brown does. Like, it's just nice. It's just real nice. It's giving me a little taste. It's very tantalizing. But yeah, so far, it's taken a while to build up. There's a lot going on. I'm still in for the ride, though, so I'll keep you updated. Psych! So it turns out the pillar that Andon's gonna meet is the pillar of the South Trap neighborhood in Espenia. They don't have a lot of green bones, but the few that they have, they listen to him. So they're going to meet that pillar, not Hilo. I knew it. Shay was going through too damn much for her not to be with child. What? Girl, this is getting crazy. Oh my god. Oh, being a woman is just so hard, dude. Shout out to Wen. She is climbing the ranks of my favorite character. Like, what? Oh my god. Oh my god, I miss Lan so much. Oh, it's heartbreaking, dude. Like, right now, I'm reading a flashback scene with Lan and Shay as Shay was, about to leave or about to really start her life in Espenia with Gerald, and Lan is like, let me take you to dinner, and they just have this talk, and oh my god, he's saying things that are just so profound. Like, oh my goodness, he's like, yeah, You gotta eat more. You have a long trip ahead of you. You're gonna be alone in this foreign country. And she's like, I'm not gonna be alone. I'm gonna be with Gerald. And he's like, we're always alone with our own choices. We're always alone with our own decisions. Oh, Lan. At this point, he'd only been Pillar for like, what, a year? He was already having these like intense and somber thoughts. Oh my goodness, I miss him so bad. Shout out Hilo. Like, Hilo's definitely risen up as Pillar, and I like his growth and development. But I wish I had more time with Lan. Duel. Sorry. A clean blade between the girls. The girls are fighting. I'm so excited. Shay. I'm excited for this duel, but damn. Oh my god, there's just so much happening right now. I just read another like 50 pages. This section was focused a lot on outside of Kekon, right? Really focused on Espenia and like specifically Andon, the neighborhood that he's at, and how right this war that the Espenians have with this other country is kind of fueling the hate for Kekonese, like the Kekonese Espenians, the Kespenians, I think, the Kespies in Espenia. And this war is also fueling, or it's propagating this like black market, the trade of jade. And so the Kekonese, like the green bones, like in Kekon, like I'm talking about No Peak, like Hilo Shay, they now have to work with the Espenians even harder, right, to end this war so we can stop this trade. It's like this weird cycle. It's almost like a bubble. Oh my god, it's like, it's heartbreaking to read and to see like that kind of discrimination happen. Like, the Kekonese are naturally powerful, right? They have this natural affliction or ability to kind of harness jade, and Espenia has made it illegal to carry jade now. And it's just like, oh my god, like some of the most powerful people are now trapped. They're limited. And, you know, the Kekonese back in Kekon don't know how bad it is, right? So there are a ton of Espenian emissaries in Kekon who are like rats. Like, they're always whispering back to the Espenians' ears, like, this is what's going on. But there's not a lot of that happening in reverse. And you see the effects. And now they're like, it's almost like these people who, right, especially the One Mountain clan, like one of the reasons they broke up is they're more xenophobic, right? They didn't really want to interact with other people. You're kind of seeing, like, you can understand why they don't want to, but you also understand why they need to, right? They control literally one of the most, if not the most powerful resources in the world. So there's battles going on outside of Kekon. There's battles going on within. Let's not forget that No Peak and One Mountain, or No Peak and Mountain, they're fighting. They're literally fighting right now. Like, yes, there's a peace, I guess. Like, sure. But, like, did we not forget that, like, Shay and Aitmata had a clean blade? Like, they had a duel? And Shay sliced off one of Ait's ears, and then Ait slashed Shay's abdomen so badly that Shay had to concede. Huh? Let's talk about that too. I'm a little surprised that Shay hasn't had to step down from her position. Like, I guess it's not, I don't know, I guess I thought it was like dishonorable or something, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I guess it would have been more dishonorable for Ait to, you know, kill her after she surrendered. I don't know. But also, like, man, it's getting very, very, very into military kind of stuff right now. I miss when it was really focused on Just like these cool, like the Call family, the characters, right? I liked that so much. I long for more, um, like a deeper look at the Jade abilities as well, especially now because I'm kind of seeing it presented from other points of view, like the Espenians use Jade too, and seeing how they use it. I would love more. It's cool though, like I know it's just a tool, but it's like the most important thing ever. Like I'd like maybe a deeper explanation of what it does. You know what I mean? And maybe I just missed it. Maybe it's on me, but yeah, it's getting very serious, very dense right now. For sure. Very dense. I want more Hilo chapters. I like him so much. I want to hear from his position and his point of view more. More. I'm honestly like, Andon is cool, but like, I'm not finding myself as invested in his story. I know it's important. I know it's building up to something, but I want more of Hilo. And getting to see Shay's perspective was really cool, especially after her loss and dealing with like Morrow and just like the weight of the world on her shoulders and losing her Jade and public humiliation and all this kind of stuff. She going through it, but she's strong. She's definitely strong, and yeah, I'm intrigued to see how these characters continue to develop as I read. So stay tuned. Yikes! Yikes! Mud. Ooh, they're coming for you. You fucked up. You fucked up, bro. They are coming for your neck now. Oh, I love Hilo. I love Hilo bad. Like, he's so intelligent. God. He is the mind of a horn, but he's also learned to develop a mind for being a pillar. Oh, he was already naturally charming and charismatic and inspiring. Like, we been knew that. But to see him again interact with Andon, oh, and the pillar in Espenia, oh my God, I'm here for it. It's so juicy. More, please. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love Hilo. He's my new favorite character. I want to be Hilo. I want to be like Hilo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. His trip to Espenia, him talking to Doc, the pillar of South Trap, right? His forward thinking, his calm and easy demeanor, yet like cunning and sharp mind and intellect. Oh my goodness. He's definitely like popular sanguine when it comes to temperament. Oof, I really like reading his chapters. Oh, I hope nothing bad happens to him. Please. So I'm still really loving Hilo. Something scary really happened to Wen and the kids and to one of the Mike brothers. And when I tell you guys, I feel like Hilo was calm, cool, and collected as a response. Like, he could have been way worse. Way worse. Honestly, a little disappointed I didn't see a little more action. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about separate instances. Oh, so much happened in the last section I read. God. So, Hilo has yet to... Oh. Do I spoil it? Yes. Morrow? Oh, God, Morrow. Why? I get it. I do get it. But, oof. Shay snapped his fucking neck like that. And you could tell you can read that she was thinking about Doro in that moment, right? Someone she has like intense feelings towards, whether good or bad. And she struggled with Doro, but she was like, you know what? I think that I should be the one to take your life. Because if I don't, they're going to torture you mercilessly. Mercilessly, dude. She saved that man. Whew. Deep. Heavy. Heavy. Anyway, there was an intense chapter, or intense read. Andon is going to stay in Espina, most likely. I mean, he already knows the language. He's familiar with the people, and No Peak Clan is setting up like legal establishments there. They want a foothold in that country, and Andon will be a part of this lead team, this LT, right? It's cool to see. Again, really love Hilo. There's just something about him that I just like resonate with, and I see and I understand and I get. So yeah, shout out to Wen, keeping those kids safe, girl. 3 of them. All right, just wrapped up another 50 pages of Jade War. Oof. Wen is back in the game now. Hey, missed her. It's good to see her back, especially after the tragedy that occurred with her brother, and like her kids were involved. So I like the kind of person that she is. Definitely her just talking to Shay as well, and just like talking life back into her. I mean, she's been through a lot over the course of the 2 books, and yeah, it just never ends. There's always something, and to see Wen kind of try her best to encourage Shay and just speak life into her was really cool to read. I really like their dynamic as sisters. Yeah, I liked also, like, time is moving fast, and now we can clearly see Andon has graduated. He's found his own place. He's thinking about the future and living with Corey in Janloon, like realistically, and how that would work, if it would work. We see him, work with Hami now in the, like, I guess the Espinian embassy-ish thing, trying to establish more business ventures. And it's kind of cool, like the ideas they've had, like, selling Hoji, selling Kikani's Hoji in Espina. Like, is there a market for that? And it's just like, wow, they're so creative with the things that they come up with. So yeah, whether it's military, it's business, it's day-to-day logistics, I like looking at the inner workings of what it takes to run a clan, of what it takes to be a leader of such like a culturally significant, financially significant, spiritually significant, like, organization in a country. Oh, it's fascinating. But yeah, good session today. Yikes! Not Chancellor's son dying of natural causes. What? Just when you think, oh, a cute little reprieve, a cute little break from the clan fighting. Psych. These bitches don't ever forget. It seems like they don't forgive either. Oh my god. Damn. I caught them, bro. So I'm talking about the people that were conspiring with No Peak Clan to oust Ite of the pillarship by gaining support for them, because I think they're from like a powerful bloodline, like a royal bloodline, I'd say. And oh, it was ugly. She and her team just got rid of them. Like, she literally put the son's head in a box and gave it to his father. What the heck? Scary. She is scary. Ugh. So Rue, and Rue is Hilo and Wen's first biological son. He's a Stone Eye. There was a scary incident. He and Nico were playing. Rue ended up swallowing some jade, some button-sized jade, and he was rushed immediately to the hospital because jade poisoning can be, lethal for young kids. And yeah, there's a moment where Hilo gets off the phone and he goes in to check with the doctor, and he's like, the doctor looks like pale face, like something is wrong, and he looks like, what's wrong? Where's my son? And he's like, the doctor's like, no, your son is fine, but you should know that he but he uses a specific term. He says, your son is non-reactive, a very clinical term, a very technical term, almost like to soften it, the blow of learning that the son of the pillar is a stone-eyed. I mean, I guess Hilo always knew this was a chance. There was a chance of this happening. When is a stone-eyed? He loves her anyway, and you can kind of read Hilo go through these like these different phases of emotions, like from relief that his son is going to be alive to a bit of disappointment to parental defensiveness. Like, it's all in one. It's incredible to read. I feel heartbroken for Hilo. I'm also relieved that Rue is alive and that Hilo doesn't have to phone Wen and tell her, and she's across the world, like, oh my god, like, our son died of jade poisoning on my watch. Like, thankful he doesn't have to do that. And I also feel like he's parent a little bit, like, he can do anything. He's capable of anything. So what? He's a stone-eyed. Okay, cool. Oh, great writing. Great writing, Fonda Lee. Wow. That might have just been the best action sequence I've read in this series thus far. Oh, I've always known Wen was a baddie. Damn! She really did that. Wow. But I'm praying for them because the way that this chapter ended, when you are a baddie, but dude, that was reckless as fuck. So when the way that they did it too, oh my god, bro. Shout out to Anthony Bourdain, just popped back in my mind. But like, oof. Oh, she did go out with her dignity though. Oh my god, Hilo. Oh my god. Not when, bro. Fuck. Never mind. Psych, bitches. Wow. Andon is powerful. Thank God. Okay, so Shay just told Hilo about Wen and their secret activities, and when I tell you, Hilo raced across the dojo floor and like slapped her, bruh. And she used like deflection, I think, but she still felt that shit. Ooh. Hilo got so pissed, he said, "You're not my weatherman anymore." And you know what? She didn't just take that. She said, "Bitch, shut the fuck up." Yeah, okay, we lied for years. But because of that, we've been able to establish trade routes and business things in Espana. We've been able to set up a network, a web of informants. Come on. Yes, she's a stone-eyed, but she's more green than most people, TBH. She's in it, whether you like it or not. That was heartbreaking to read, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, that was good. Endon's back, and Janloon, like he never left, but he did. He's just like Shay, for real. But he said something, and I'm paraphrasing. He's gonna wear Jade again, right? He's like, I want to use Jade to heal, not to kill. Yes, Andon, yes! He is enrolling in like a biomedical school. You got to see Hilo be vulnerable and be like, Andon, I miss you. Come back. Be here. And that's everything that Andon's been wanting to hear, but he realizes that, yeah, he's gonna come back and use Jade, but he's still his own man. He's still his own person, and he's gonna figure out what that looks like now. Almost like outside of Hilo. He's still a part of the clan, but maybe in a different way than Hilo expected, or maybe even that Andon expected originally. When and Mata have like another moment in like the temple, Oh, it's not over. I mean, this book was really like, so the first book was like the clans were fighting each other directly. The second book was like they're fighting through like a proxy war. We realized, okay, so the reason that the Shotarians were so good at, disrupting the jade trade and smuggling is because they were being backed by the mountain. Ooh. And now that they've killed the head of this like foreign enemy, I'm talking about No Peak, right? Now it's opened up the mountain to have it, or I guess to sell this smuggling business to other foreigners. Oh my gosh, it's just like I can't imagine what the third book will be about. Like, right, inner fighting to outer fighting, like through proxy wars to what? I'm really excited. I liked that a lot. That's a solid 4 out of 5. Yeah, I can't wait to see how she ends everything in Jade Legacy. I'm very excited.
What's up, everyone? Today we are diving into one of the most intense and emotionally devastating fantasy sequels I've ever read. I'm talking about Jade War by Fonda Lee, the second book in the Greenbones saga. So if you haven't read Jade City yet, this video will contain spoilers from that book, so buckle up, everyone. So for those who need a quick refresher, right, the Greenbones saga is set in Kekon. It's this fictional island that's, heavily inspired by East Asian cultures where Jade gives warriors superhuman abilities, but there's a catch. Only those with enough natural Jade tolerance can wield it without going insane. So the story follows 2 rival clans, the No Peak and the Mountain, and they're locked in this brutal gang war for control of the jade trade. And at the center of it all is the Call family. Jade City ended with devastating losses, shifting power dynamics, and our characters forever changed. And Jade War picks up about 2 years later, and let me tell you, Fonda Lee does not let up on the gas pedal. It's insane. So let's talk about what makes Jade War so compelling. It's 3 things, right? Scope, character development, and stakes. First, the scope expands dramatically. While Jade City was intensely focused on Kekon and the clan warfare, Jade War totally zooms out, right? We see international politics, foreign nations trying to exploit Kekon's jade, corporate espionage, and the global implications of this magical resource, jade, right? It's like going from The Godfather to The Godfather Part 2, where suddenly you're seeing the whole chessboard, right? It's like season 3 and 4 of Attack on Titan, where you think the show's about this one thing, zoom out, actually, psych, it's about something entirely different, something so much bigger, and I love that. Second, the character development is phenomenal. Every major character evolves in ways that feel earned and heartbreaking at the same time, right? Hilo grows into his role as pillar while struggling with the weight of leadership. Shay becomes a political powerhouse, right, as Weatherman, and characters like Andon, Wen, and even Ayatmata, they get layers upon layers of complexity added to them. It's super cool to read. And third, the stakes are astronomical. This isn't just about clan honor anymore, right? It's about Kekon's sovereignty. It's about the future of Jade, whether tradition can survive in a modernizing world, right? Every decision has consequences, and Lee is not afraid to make her characters suffer for their choices. Now let's talk about some of the key players without spoiling too much. We'll start off with Hilo, right? Call Hilo is the pillar of No Peak, and Hilo is trying to lead with both strength and strategy, right? He's still this passionate warrior that we love, but he's growing into something more, and watching him navigate politics, family, right, his own demons, it's so captivating, honestly. Let's talk about Shay next, right? Call Shay is Weatherman, and as Weatherman, she's operating in boardrooms and diplomatic meetings and fighting battles with economics and alliances instead of jade and fists, right? Her arc is about finding power in a different way and reconciling with her family legacy. Wen. Mike Wen. Oof. Wen's storyline is one of the most emotionally complex in the book, in my opinion, right? She's navigating being a Stone Eye in a green bone world. She's navigating motherhood. She's navigating loyalty and her own identity. Her chapters, they just hit differently. Like, oh, they were my favorite to read, heartbreaking to read. Oof. Next up we have Andon, right? Call Andon. He's definitely coming of age in this book, I'd say, like literally, but also figuratively. He's sent abroad for education, and his perspective, it really gives us a window into how the outside world sees Kekon, right? His journey is about finding where he belongs. Super cool. And lastly, I want to talk about Aitmata. Aitmata is the pillar of the Mountain Clan, right? And she remains one of the most fascinating antagonists in fantasy, in my opinion. She's ruthless, she's brilliant, and she's so deeply convinced of her rightness. Like, she can do no wrong, you know? You might hate her, but you understand her. You will understand her, and I appreciate that. Now, here's what you can expect without me ruining your experience, right? There's definitely gonna be more action. There's a ton more, but it's smarter. You know, the fight scenes are still incredible, but there's so much more layered with political consequences. And every single duel, every assassination attempt, it means something bigger. Time jumps, right? The book spans several years, which kind of allows us to see the long-term consequences of decisions. Nothing, absolutely nothing is forgotten. Everything comes back around, which again, I very much appreciate. I like that attention to detail. Heartbreak. I'm not gonna lie to you, Fonda Lee will hurt you. Fonda Lee will hurt you. She will make you love characters and then put them through hell. Just make sure you have like tissues nearby. It really, like, I remember reading it and going back to when I was reading A Song of Ice and Fire and thinking, oh my God, like, fuck George R.R. Martin. Not really, like, I love that guy, but, or love his writing, but same kind of feeling. Like, how dare you make me fall in love with this character just to make them suffer, right? Just to put them through this. Ugh, it's the worst. It's the worst. But I mean, incredible job at writing characters that people resonate with and people connect to and love. So that's my take on Jade War. It's honestly that rare middle book that's even better than its predecessor, I believe. You know, if you've read it, let me know in the comments what your favorite moment was or which character art hit you the hardest. And if you haven't read it yet, what are you waiting for? Get on it. Fair warning, this is a long book, right? My copy is about 600 pages and it earns every single one. Every single one. The pacing is deliberate. You know, it builds tension slowly before hitting you with moments that just leave you reeling. Whew. And the final book, Jade Legacy, wraps up the trilogy, and I will be covering that soon. So yeah, thank you for watching, and remember, wear your jade with honor. Thanks. Bye guys.